Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today is Friday. We are kicking off the holiday weekend. I'm very excited. We have a sale going on over on Nikol Cosmetics. This was announced to my newsletter list this morning prior to this video. So it's really important that you're on the list because you will get the first notification of a sale of a new launch. We have some exciting things coming up. As you know, I've been telling you throughout my videos recently about new launches with our gua sha and our heated eyelash curler coming back into stock. So these are things that are really exciting, but I don't spam everyone's account. My newsletter is very curated. It is intentional. I do it myself. So I don't have the capacity to send 3 emails a day or 12 a week. I don't do that. So it is a really valuable list to be on because you get the information when you need it and you get the right information. And it's information that I don't put on YouTube or on my blog or on my Instagram because that's the whole point of a newsletter, is for you to get just different content, different information. So it's really exciting. So today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial with a $4 concealer that works medium to full coverage, long lasting wear. I've been really interested in, finding products to put into your whole makeup routine that basically hit the price point, actually work, because that's what we want, right? We don't want to, it doesn't matter. I've always said this, it doesn't matter if it was $2, it's still wasting money if it doesn't work. So we're going to go into that concealer today. I'm very excited that I found this. I'm going to just put a little vitamin E on my lips to hydrate and moisturize so they will look beautiful by the time I get to my lips. I have to be honest with you ladies, every time I start these videos with no makeup on, I am like, what is with this pigmentation? I don't know. My gosh. I'm like, this started in 2020. I'll blame 2020 on it. I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown face base. This is a really nice moisturizing face primer. It is enriched with so many beautiful essential oils, and I don't know, it just smells like orange and I love it. It uplifts my mood. It really gives you this nice moisturizing base, but it's not greasy, it's not slippery. You know, that's my big thing. All of the products that I use are not greasy and slippery because that is not a good feeling, especially when you want your makeup to just look beautiful, radiant, and on your skin, not moving around. And then I'm going to go into Bye Bye Under Eye Serum. This is a smoothing. It's an advanced anti-aging wrinkle smoothing miracle concentrate. Lots of words there, right? We don't really like that word. It's very passé to say anti-aging, but it's still on packages, right? We're pro-aging. We're not anti-anything here on the channel. We're pro. We just want to enhance. We want to help. We want to make everything look better, especially whatever's going on here. I'm with you, ladies. I'm with you. I am showing you real skin at all times. So let's put on our sunscreen, Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. I like this because it is completely transparent. So if you have a problem with not wanting to see your sunscreen on your skin, then you can use the Unseen sunscreen, which I love. It's like very velvety soft, glides on beautifully. It is a chemical sunscreen, so if you are sensitive and you don't want the chemical sunscreen on, you can use a mineral. You know, I love my La Roche-Posay. I actually was going to use it, that's why it's open. SPF 50 mineral, beautiful, serum-like, really like it. Now we're going to go into our eye primer. I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to take away all of that pigmentation. You know, this is my thing. Base of the lashes all the way up to the brow bone. If you've been with me on my channel for some time now, you know that I do my makeup, my foundation and everything after I do my eyes. I am not one to want to have makeup all over my beautiful foundation and concealer. Like what? I don't understand. That does not make any sense to me. I'm going to do my eyes first, not have any problems. Even though I'm using cream, I won't have any fallout, but maybe I'll make a mistake and I want to really be able to clean that up and have a beautiful spring, pre-summer look. We have the eye primer on. Look, I'm already feeling better that I've lightened my lids. Nice and bright. That is going to give you a big mood boost, ladies. You put an eye primer on that actually does what it says it's going to do. It neutralizes out and you're like, oh my gosh, I look like I rested a little bit longer than I did last night, or I look a little bit more fresh because you're taking away blues and reds and discoloration. And for some reason, you know, my skin's so light, I see everything. So I like to make it look as beautiful and bright as possible. So with my cream eyeshadows, I have a lot of different variations I can show you. I have the Tom Ford that I invested in a while ago. This is Opal. Then I have one that's called Platinum. So I went for the lighter colors. So I have two that are really very pretty. You can layer these, you can use them together, you can use them by themselves. So Opal is very light, more of a champagne color. And then my Platinum is going to be more in a very light, soft, taupey bronze look. So those are two that I like and I have been using. Two new ones that I just got from Charlotte Tilbury is Pillow Talk. I mean, how confusing, right? Everything she has is Pillow Talk. So I could be talking about the lipstick, Pillow Talk. I could be talking about the mascara that we just used. We did not like, Pillow Talk. I don't understand why everything's Pillow Talk. Just leave it with the lipstick. It really did well. Like, everything doesn't have to be Pillow Talk. So this is the color Pillow Talk, and it's a more of a rosy bronze. And then I got the other one called Chocolate Bronze, and it's chocolatey, as the name says. So these are two really neat ones also, depending on what you want to do. Now, Chanel does have a topper that I like to call it. This one's a cult favorite. It's called New Moon. And this is just going to give you that extra kind of sparkle sheen on the eye if you just want to do that. Very, very transparent, yet very sparkle, give you that really pretty, very like fairy dust, not a glitter or anything like that. Very appropriate for more mature, depending on what you want to do. Now, Tom Ford does have one that comes with kind of like what the Chanel is, that really nice, beautiful topper that's going to just give you that extra kind of pop to the eye on the top of this compact. And then below it is going to be your cream eyeshadow. Now this is more bronze. This is deeper. This is more of a warmer bronze with gold flecks in it. It's very pretty. I wear it, of course, even though I'm gray and I'm on a cooler side. I will push it and I'll wear it and I love it. I think it looks beautiful. So we're going to go in with a beautiful combo that I want to do. I'm going to use the Tom Ford. And the way I use this is it's very simple. I'm going to just show you first what the Opal looks like on, and you're going to see very pretty. If you are a woman that just wants to kind of get a beautiful, just lighter eye, creamy, and keep it natural, just use the Opal. Very pretty. I really like this. And you know, it's very hard sometimes when it comes to cream eyeshadows because I've tried some at the drugstore. No, I mean, they don't look really pretty. You want this to melt into your eye and just look like you have this radiance to the eye. Very pretty, very light, like this. This is something that gives you that color, as in it reflects, but it's not going to be like, oh, it's a shadow or I'm doing anything too much. For the summer, the spring, put on some mascara and go. So this is Opal, but I like to layer them. So I'm going to just take the other Tom Ford, the Platinum, and I'm going to just dip. I put my fingers into this. I don't use brushes. I think it's much easier just to layer. And then I'm going to put this on just at the base right here, maybe just half of my eyelid, giving that color. I mean, it's so pretty, easy, and it just stays. It stays on your eye, and it looks so pretty. So this is really it. I mean, this is what you do. You swipe and you go. So that's what I love. I don't really like having to dip my finger into it compared to like the lost for words right now, the Laura Mercier cream sticks, these eyeshadows, they're easy. You can just put them on in your eye, but there is something to be said about being able to work with the product on your eyelid like this. I think it's really pretty. You can add a liner if you want to, you don't have to. I mean, it's very just natural looking. So if you want to change from a powder and you're like, you know what, I need a powder or I need a cream, I want something different, I want something that is going to melt into my eyes and look really pretty, this is kind of like your go-to. You can use all different types of cream shadows. I haven't really overly experimented with drugstore because I don't like what I've tried. I don't like any of it. And I don't want to spend my time and my money doing that. You know, I spend a lot of money on products that don't work. So when I find products and then this is going to last me forever. Yes, Tom Ford is an investment, but sometimes there are products that you want a certain payout. So you pay the money and you have this for however long, depending on you use so little of it, pricing it down. Charlotte Tilbury is going to be less. So these are really pretty, highly pigmented also. I like these different colors, really nice. So you have the cream eyeshadow on. These look absolutely beautiful. I'm thrilled with them. Simple, easy, melt into the skin and get out and go, but look very polished, put together. And people are gonna say, like, what are you wearing on your eyes? That's what you really want. I love when people ask, like, oh, your eyes look so good, or what have you, because it's like not a shadow, it's not overpowering, it's really pretty, and it uplifts your look, right? So I need to go incognito with these, whatever they are, bags, pigmentation, reverse bags. I almost feel like it's a reverse bag. Like it's not puffing out, it's like receding in. Like help me, anyone help me. So I have the incognito from Wet n Wild, $5, ladies, $5 for this concealer. There are multiple ways you can use this. So now I have to tell you, I was looking to see what colors because they all look the same in the tube. And I had my progressive contacts on. So of course I couldn't see. So I was like, oh my gosh, should I ask somebody? No, we're not asking anybody. I'll definitely feel like I'm, I was at Ulta. So I thought the girls, the young girls are going to be like, oh my gosh, you can't even see the product name. So I knew they both said light and I knew they both had a different name. So I was like, I'll just go for it. I'll roll the dice. So I got light beige and I got light honey. All right. Well, I don't know how different they are. The light beige is what I've kind of been working with. I'll swipe on either side so you can kind of see. So this is the light beige. And let me give you a little history about the Wet n Wild Incognito. So with this concealer, it has Mega Last. It says it lasts all day wear. It's matte, medium to full coverage, which is great. We want that. This is what I'm really going for because it's still lightweight. So I was like, okay, this will be a really good concealer to try to test out for the spring summer because it's still lightweight. It's blendable. It's concealing with no detection. So they're saying that even in bright light, you're not going to see it. So in sunlight and bright light, you're not going to see this concealer. It has shea butter in it, licorice root extract, mango seed butter. It is ultra long lasting. Like they said, it has a luxurious application, blendable, and it's richly pigmented. So I was like, okay, you're hitting like all the key like words that I love to hear. So it comes in a wand. So it is nice and creamy. So I'm going to apply it the way I normally do, where I'll go up into this corner, I'll come down, and I'm going to come across. Now it is really nice and creamy. As you can see, it feels not heavy, but you know that it is more of a medium coverage. You can feel that with it. So this is going to be the light beige. So for purposes of finding out the different colors, so this is going to be light honey. Let's see if there's a real difference with the color. If you can see, so this is going to be a little bit more warm for my skin for the honey wise. So there's a little bit of a difference, warmer, cooler. So this is the light honey, this is the light beige. I thought it would be different with I thought this was going to be more on a warmer side. So this is what I do. And by the way, on the website, it does say to apply it in a triangle like I'm doing, very controversial for older women, because they say, oh no, you're adding way too much and you're going to see it. I don't think so. This is the way I do it, covering those crazy pigmentation, foundation buffing brush, very easy going into the under eye area. Let's see how it blends out. Again, testing this out with you. This is my first impression of this product. You know, I like Wet n Wild though. I love that foundation that we tried together. I think it's really nice. This is feeling nice on the skin, not heavy. And you can tell, though, when you first apply a product, at least as a makeup artist, if it's going to work, if you like what it feels like. It's not like greasy and slippery and feeling like, oh no, this is not going to stay. I have very good feelings about knowing their product line and the fact that their product is actually, even though it's inexpensive, it's really nice. So I'm going to, let's just pat this in on this side and see what happens. Beautiful application with the brush. Let's just say you don't have a brush. Let's work it in and see what happens. I love how it feels. It doesn't feel heavy. It's working very well with my finger working in. I mean, granted, for my finger, maybe I put a little too much on, so it'll take a little bit more to work it in, but I'll just bring it down and I'll just melt it into my skin. So it's all one. No need to take any makeup off, ladies. This is not, even though it is medium to full coverage, doesn't mean it's a heavy product. Another nice thing that they say that you can use it for is highlight or contour. So if you wanted to use this as a highlighter, go 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin and you can do a highlighter. If you want to use it as a contour, go 2 shades darker than your actual skin and you can do a contour, whatever you want to do. So this is a nice way that you could also utilize this product, not just a concealer, but as a highlighter or a contour. We like that. I like that. So look how beautiful this looks on the skin. And $5, I think it was $5 and change. I got it at Ulta and I'm really loving it. I think I could actually, for the spring summer, get away with, say I just wanted to spot treat my skin and then call it a day. Maybe we should do that. Let's just do that. Let's not even put on a foundation because it's spring summer. So let's go with the light beige because I feel like that was a little bit more my color. So if I was going to use a concealer, medium to full coverage buildable, right? I could just spot treat my hyperpigmentation or my freckles, whatever you want to call them. I had a blemish here that Jane Iredale powder foundation did not even touch. If you saw that last video, it was like, what? And by the way, it didn't matter how long I wore that foundation. It just didn't, it looked dull the whole time. So that's my little recap for you. So I have a little pigmentation on the side, so I would just spot treat. It's really like a little cluster of a animal print. So this is me doing animal print, covering it up, right? It doesn't have to be super precise, but I don't really have anything on my forehead that I can see. I did mention that I do wear progressive, so maybe there's something you're seeing and I'm not, but I like to not use the mirror in the camera all the time because it'll focus on that and you don't get to see exactly what's going on. So what I do is I'm just going to stipple, which is what I'm doing right now. This is the technique. And I'm going to see about this, just to cover my blemish, my chin, make it look a little bit more normal, presentable, and then go in this area here. So remember, I brought this down. I'm going to just use this as my concealer slash a little bit left on my brush. We'll just even it all out, right? On the nose. And there I have a summer spring mixture of using a concealer for a foundation. This is totally possible. You can do this with any product. And I like it because my skin's lightweight now. I don't have a lot. I'm not covering. If you were like, oh my gosh, I'm in South Florida. I just looked at the humidity last night. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I was like, I wonder what the humidity is, 79%. So if you're in a climate like I'm in, the hot sauna box, and you don't want, you think about putting foundation on and you're like, there's no way. There's just no way. I just can't even physically apply it to my skin because I know it's just going to melt everywhere and look terrible. Use a concealer as your foundation. Spot treat. Go on to the areas that are the most obvious to you, the most pigmented, even it all out, and you are going to be surprised. You're going to be really surprised how you can use a concealer as a foundation. I have to say, this is probably doing a better job than some foundations out there on the market. This looks beautiful. I'm very thrilled with how it's looking. And it's just a little technique that you can do that I don't think I've shared with you before on just taking your concealer and making it your foundation for a spring, summer kind of look. So I'm gonna go in with Palm Beach. It's my cream blush. I wanted to use Cheeky, but I can't find it. So I'm gonna be using Palm Beach and I'm going to go right into my cheeks and just give that color to my cheeks, lighten it up. The cream feels really nice over this product. Again, I use the concealer sparingly. on my skin. I just wanted to even it out. And the reason why I can do this is because I work so hard on my skincare. You see that my skin's not perfect. Yeah, it doesn't have huge pigmentation, but I work really hard on that. I use products that are going to exfoliate, are going to work on the pigmentation. I use a lot of vitamin C. I use my sunscreen. I don't lay out in the sun, and I haven't. You know, I can get nice and tan. I am Greek, but I choose not to, and I have chosen not to. I mean, as an esthetician, I studied skin, right? So I'm not the one that's going to be going out and laying out in the sun, even if with a million layers of sunscreen on, because my skin will definitely, you can see, I have pigmentation. I see more and more freckles developing on my body from, you know, just exposure, being here in South Florida. I am a native. It's impossible to escape the sun. So it is what it is. I mean, the skin's aging. I don't lay out in the sun, but I do have pigmentation. So I want to really lessen that. I'm going to be using my Chanel mascara. I mean, I could literally do this. I wanted to say I could do this with my eyes closed, but I could do this mascara application honestly without a mirror, because this wand is beautiful. And you know, I just didn't realize how important it is to find a mascara that you really love, because after that Charlotte Tilbury, and not to keep reminding you of that video, but I just think that you really need to just find out what works for you and not follow all the taglines or the blog posts or the magazine articles about a mascara having 45,000 people wait list and you thinking, oh my gosh, a no-brainer, I'm just gonna buy it. I just think that I hate being disappointed with product, and recently I've been really disappointed with products. I'm actually going to take the Chanel, this is it's a blush, but this is the blush number 20, but I use it as a little bronzer because it's not too dark, and I just like to work it in, give it that little dimension here. It's very pretty, it's very soft, it's very velvety. So I'll just do that here. I did want to tell you that I would definitely take a setting powder for this concealer. Anytime medium to full coverage, you know you're going to just want to do a little setting powder. I'm just going to take a little translucent powder and go right underneath it. I want to set it, especially here in my kind of climate. I need to just set right underneath the eyes, which is perfect. Lightweight, not adding a lot of weight, not adding color. It's perfect. And now we're going to go into lips and just pulling the whole look together. So I'm going to surprise you with my lipstick color of choice today. I'm going to do a little graceful, which is going to be a waterproof lip liner. And I'm just going to line my lips like I normally do. Lip liner is on, and I'm going to go in with this Revlon lipstick. I used this a while ago, and it's called Pink in the Afternoon. And this is the pink lipstick that Audrey Hepburn wore in Breakfast at Tiffany's. So I was like, you know what? I like a product with a little history. This is more of a peachier pink. So prepare yourself. When it says Pink in the Afternoon, it's more of a peachier pink, but I think it looks really nice with the Palm Beach cream blush. Lipstick is on. I'm going to top it off with a little Champs. This is going to be a nice little topper for my lips. Just going to bring it down a little bit. I want to have, it is a little peachy, this lipstick. And then I'm going to set my makeup with something different, ladies. Not the Beauty Elixir from Caudalie I usually use. I'm going in with the Supergoop Defense Refresh SPF 40. Now, I used to sell this product about 8 years ago in my studio. It was one of my top selling products. It is so beautiful. I think back then it was called a 3-in-1. It was like a makeup setting spray, a refresher, an SPF. And this is just beautiful. It had that rosemary in it, which I really liked before. Doesn't smell like rosemary anymore. I know they reformulated it, but it was really nice. But you can spray this throughout the day. During the summer, you can get that SPF 40 on your skin. I know everybody's going to have a different opinion about a spray compared to a lotion, but guess what? I'm in South Florida, and I'll take whatever I can get when it comes to sunscreen and making it easy and not having to rub something in my skin when my makeup's all done. Now, don't get scared. My hair, I blew it out last night, and then I put it up in that clip. You know, this clip is like a Velcro curler for me in one, because I will wash my hair, I will dry it, and then I literally just like pull it up like this, and this is why it does this. So it's a little wild, it's a little crazy, but guess what? I'm letting my hair down for the holiday weekend, right? There's no, I don't need to, just need to roll out the yoga mat. I need to do my gua sha. I need to just really enjoy this weekend, taking a step back, enjoying this pretty simple look, and using a concealer for $5. Ladies, you are going to love it. I'm telling you right now, it is beautiful. You can see I use it on my whole face as a concealer foundation. I'm really thrilled, actually. I love that I switched it up. It wasn't planned today. So until my next video, I'll see you later.
Let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy.